Okay, question 22. 22. Brilliant. Okay, now I have a question. Siapa jawab tadi? Okay. Now, class, if I want to carry out experiment for Ohm's law, I want to investigate ataupun I want to prove Ohm's law, can I use this experimental setup? Can I use this experimental setup to investigate about Ohm's law? May I? Can I? Or I can't? Who says yes, I can? Angkat tangan. Who says no, I cannot? Seorang, dua orang. Apa tu? Cannot. The rest of you, your answer is you don't know. Okay, now why cannot? Resistance dia constant. So tak boleh lah. Oh. So kena guna apa? Formula? Buat eksperimen tiba-tiba ada formula. Do you understand my question? Faham tak soalan saya? Faham tak soalan saya? Awak ada ni, you have this. Kenapa dia tak boleh guna ni? Saya nak pergi belakang ni. Saya nak buat eksperimen. Okay, so, and then I have voltmeter, I have resistors like that. Saya arrange like this. And then saya kata, okay, saya nak investigate Ohm's law. Can I carry out the experiment using this arrangement? Tadi kawan nak kata cannot because her argument is because the resistor is fixed, so cannot. What about you? Awak kata tak boleh, kenapa? Okay, the rest of you boleh ke tak? Tak boleh, kenapa? Tak ada ammeter. Alright, bagus, very good. Okay, let's say now I put an ammeter here. Boleh tak? Boleh tak buat Ohm's law eksperimen? Boys, the answer is tak boleh. Okay, this one is experimental. Kalau if you want to carry out experiment, yes you can. There is an experiment with this experimental setup. The experiment is to investigate the value of, yes, resistance. Alah, resistance berapa nak tahu? Kita beli kan kita tahu kita nak resistance berapa. Bang, saya nak resistance yang 10 ohm. Kita cari lah. Betul tak? Untuk warna tu. Investigate value of internal resistance. Ataupun sebenarnya kita nak tahu value of, ini bukan sebenarnya internal resistance. Sebenarnya kita nak tahu apa itu, ya, EMF. Very good. Ini experimental setup untuk tahu EMF. Jadi how do you carry out the experiment? So you may have a table. Table tu ada apa? Value of current and value of voltmeter, voltage. So you start the experiment when? How do you start the experiment? Pernah buat tak eksperimen ni? Janganlah cakap tak. Memang saya tahu tak lah kot awak jawapan awak. Pernah buat ke? Ke ada yang jawab ya? Tak ada Saya kena discuss dengan unit fizik ni. Kena off record ni. Apa tak ada. Sekarang ni, bila buat eksperimen, how do you start the experiment? You close the switch ke? You let the switch Saya kena duduk. Nanti dia mengadang. Duduk. Kau kan baring kan? Tadi saya baring. Okay, you must. Okay, now I ask you. Ifan, are you there? Yes, Ifan. Okay, Ifan, now the circuit is open ke close, Ifan? The circuit is tidur. The circuit is Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Class, circuit ni open ke close? Open. The switch is on or off? Off. You should know the difference. Does that make sense, Ifan? Open. Switch, circuit tu open. Circuit tu terbuka. Circuit tu mengandungi wires, ada komponen dan dia terbuka sekarang ni. Understand? Switch tu open. Now switch open. Circuit open. Switch off. Itu maksud dia. Jangan salah faham. Okay, when you open the circuit, when you switch off the switch, okay, now is there any current flowing right now? No. What's the value you will see at the ammeter? 0. So you will write that as your data. So 0 current. What is the voltage? 4.5. You will see something like 4.5 ataupun maybe 4.49, 4.4. Dia slightly rendah sikit. Ataupun yang kalau bagus dia baru bateri baru, you should see 4.5. Now, what do you say? What does that tell you? So you see that when the current is 0, the voltage is maximum. Okay? And let's say you want to continue you want to continue study this experiment, this activity. So now you switch on. Bila you switch on, you switch on lah. Switch on. You close the circuit. When you close the circuit, you will see a value on the ammeter. So you say, let's say the value of ammeter jadi 0.2. So we say current increasing or current decreasing? Current increasing. So now kalaulah awak ni saintis yang sebenar, you want to plot the graph while you do the experiment. So just now you plot here. Betul? Okay, that means bila I0, V 4.5. Now you are ready 0.2 somewhere here. Now, what do you think the voltage would be? Will it increase or decrease or stay the same? Who says increase? Who says stay the same? Or decrease? So so that's true. So if you continue, you will see as the current increases, the voltage decreasing. So what voltage actually you are measuring? Is it EMF? So actually what is the potential difference ni? Potential difference apa ni? Which one is EMF? If I want you to mark EMF, which one will you mark? Yes, if this is EMF. So you will mark this point only, 1 point only. 1 point saja EMF. So EMF tu apa? Maximum voltage when current is off. Okay, when circuit is open. Definition dia bukanlah definition dia. Itu secara kasarnya for your understanding. So that is EMF. Jadi therefore what V yang you are measuring ni? So the voltage that you are measuring is actually voltage of this is actually voltage across the dry cell. Now you should tell yourself what is a voltage? What is a voltage? Voltage is a potential difference. So potential difference is the macam mana nak jawab tu kalau dalam exam paper tu? What do you think I'm doing? Agak-agaknya saya nak buat apa ni? Tengok formula. Formula apa saya nak tengok? Formula yang boleh bagi saya jawapan kepada soalan saya. Soalan saya tadi apa? What is the definition of potential difference? So that's the definition. What can you say about that? The energy. Tapi kita tak panggil energy lah. Selalunya work done ni boleh jadi energy, boleh jadi work done pula. E tu boleh jadi energy, boleh jadi work done. So potential difference is actually the energy. Tahu ingat, energy tu work done. Tapi sebab energy pun boleh lah kadang-kadang diterima. It is a work done. Work done to do apa? Work done nak pergi kelas, work done nak pergi maas, work done nak pergi makmal, work done nak apa? Work done to stay awake in class, work done to tengok apa lagi ada pada formula. Work done tu apa? Formula bawah tu apa? Work done tu apa? Bawah tu apa tu? Charge. Okay, buat apa dengan charge tu? Work done to bring 1 coulomb charge to 1 coulomb charge from one point to another point. Senang tak? Susah. Tidak. Boleh susah. Work done, this one charge. So, bila soalan ditanya, what's the definition of voltage? What is the definition of potential difference? It's a work done. Work done to do, to bring 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb je. Kenapa 1 coulomb je? Sebab kan per coulomb kan, maksudnya 1 je. Per unit, satu je unit coulomb from another point. So itu maksud potential difference. Okay, let's go back to the question just now. Apa kaitan soalan tadi? Mana dah? Okay. Bukan ni. Okay, so when we go back to this one, so actually you are measuring potential difference. Nak bring one point to another point in the dry cell. Sebab dia from so sekarang ni the work done is increasing ke decreasing? Decreasing. So maksudnya ada energy loss. Okay, saya nak awak faham tadi kan? Dengan energy loss. So you itu adalah, so you do the experiment, so you will get the value and then you plot data and then you draw the graph. So this is the graph and you will get this formula. Okay, kalau awak gunakan formula y equals to mx plus c. Okay, this is mathematics kan? Okay, now if we want to relate this one with the graph, how do you write that? So let's help me. Y is V. Km, okay, katalah F to M juga. M dulu. X I plus C. Okay, kalau kita nak buat dia jadi general, C tu becomes EMF. So this is how we get that formula. Formula apa? E equals to V minus, is it minus? MI. But actually, bukan, okay, if you look at the graph now, is it positive gradient or negative gradient? Obvious kan? So, bila dia obvious negative gradient, so you write here okay, negative M. So, jadi di sini masih lagi negatif ke? Plus. Now, apa beza formula, this formula with the formula that you have in your book? Is it M? No. In your book, M tu? In your book, what formula do you have? Is it like that? Tak ada bukunya. Tapi yang awak pernah baca dalam buku, what's the formula? E equals to IR plus R kecil macam ni. Macam tu? Macam tu ke? Saya tanya macam ni ke? Sama ke? Oh tak, awak teka ya? Ni awak teka ke dalam buku? Dalam buku? Awak teka? Jawab je lah. Okey, sekarang ni awak akan dapat macam ni lah. Tak. Okey, V dengan IR ni tak ada masalah. Betul tak? Because you know V equals to IR, so we can substitute EMF. I ni we know this one from the x-axis. M tu actually the gradient, actually the internal resistance. Pernah tak tengok formula ni? Janganlah cakap tak, you dah belajar. Sudah. Yes. So actually from this experiment we learn that the gradient gives you the value of internal resistance. Is this a value of internal resistance? Is it a constant value ataupun dia berubah-ubah? Constant value. Sebab dia bentuk segitiga kan? Okay, so this is topic EMF. Nampak daripada one question, very simple question. So this is what you need to know. Semua ni awak kena tahu. And from the experiment, you can get many information. Alright. Now, if we go to the question, what is the voltmeter reading? Of course, the answer will be less. Obvious, okay? Dalam paragraf pun sama. Now, what about Ohm's law? Yes. Voltage directly proportional to current. Okay, very good. So, if this is Ohm's law, your result ataupun your data will look like this. Very good. Now, what about the arrangement of apparatus and material? How are they different? Try to recall back and try to understand the concept. Macam mana boleh dapat V against I directly proportional? Tadi totally different from just now. So, how do you change the arrangement of the material and apparatus there? The component, how do you change? What need to be changed? Resistance. Okay, what about the resistance? Rheostat? Tak boleh guna rheostat ke? So kalau kita ada power supply as usual. Okay, keep thinking. Okay, kita kena ada current. Okay, now where should I put my voltmeter? So just now someone say we need to change the resistor. Okay, now change the resistor kepada apa? Constant wire. Thank you. Okay, itu simbol constant wire. Selalu kita label lah constant wire. And then close the circuit. Where is the voltmeter? Yeah? Voltmeter, it should be parallel to the constantan wire. Jadi, now you are measuring voltage across the constantan, tak tahu je, constantan wire. Okay? So from the experiment you get the graph. From the graph it tells you if you increase the current, you will also increase the voltage. Lain tak? Lain yang tadi. So there is a gradient there. So the gradient gives you resistance. So ada fixed value of R kat situ. So that's the difference between the EMF experiment and Ohm's law experiment. So now you know. You learn for the second, third or fourth time, I don't know. So actually this is, ada jawapan kat bawah tu, perasan Okay, right. 30 ambitious. Okay, this is just factors affecting the strength of siapa? Force. What makes the copper wire swings? The answer is magnetic force. Ada catapult force actually. Okay? Soalan dia sama macam dalam kelas. Determine the direction of induced current in the coil. Okay? Dah? Dapat jawapan dah? Dah? Alright. So the answer can be two answers only. It's either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Ke up or down? Okay. So clockwise, anti-clockwise. Sebab when I asked you just now, I mentioned about coil. Saya nak direction on the coil. So this is the coil. Bukan pada wire. Dalam paper tu, ada student dia buat, when question ask you draw the direction of induced current, dia buat ni, dia buat kat sini je, kat sini dia tak buat. Dapat markah tak? Tak, sebab soalan nak pada coil. So yang lain-lain tu tak payah, pada coil yang penting. Okay, now direction macam mana? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise? Clockwise. Okay, macam mana awak dapat clockwise? Clockwise macam mana? Macam ni Clockwise this way. Is it? Okay, kenapa awak dapat tu clockwise? You use right hand grip rule. Kenapa awak guna right hand grip rule? Because you already know direction of current. You already know the direction of the pole. So what pole is at the top end? So this one north ke south? How do you know here is north? What? Yes, I want to hear that. You use Lenz's law. How do you use Lenz's law? How did you use Lenz's law just now? Lenz's law states that the direction should be opposed the change producing it. So the magnet is placed into. So Lenz's law kata opposite. So bila opposite means the magnet and the coil repel. So bila repel, this one north, this one also north. Then only you use right hand grip rule. Okay, so